What's going on, Not Move Nation?
What up,
Today,
Not Move Podcast?
What up,
today
what up?
is September 26th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Today we have a special guest with us, Charbie.
Big Charm, what up?
What
Big
up,
Charb
Charbie?
What's
building.
up, guys?
What's going on, my hat?
Just a little background on all of us three. We've all been friends for about 20 years, guys. So,
Yes, sir.
lifelong friends here. So that's a little background about us. We just kind of wanted to give our first takes about this upcoming week's NFL games. The first game is at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time on Sunday morning, and it's it's overseas, right? It's the Vikings and Steelers.
Yep.
Cool. So, what are you guys thinking about this game? Charbie, I'll start with you. Carson Wentz looks like he's going to be starting at quarterback for Minnesota versus Aaron Rodgers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Who do you think wins this game?
Vikings for sure. Carson Wentz, experienced QB. Not to say Aaron Rodgers isn't, but I feel like he's on the decline. You got Justin Jefferson, Jordan Mason, uh, Hawkinson. I just like their defense is ballerific. Steelers to me feel a little bit wonky, a little bit lackluster in the offensive game. Their defense is aight, but when it comes down to it, first look, I'm taking Vikings, man.
Right on, man. Yeah, Minnesota's defense was real good last week against Cincinnati, was it?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I can definitely see Minnesota getting this one. JB, what about you, man? Which way are you leaning in this game? Your mic's muted, bro.
Get mic'd up.
So like, I really want to go with Pittsburgh, right? But like after seeing everything has transpired and everything like that, with they're just really iffy. You know what I'm saying? I think that Minnesota's defense is a little bit better than what Pittsburgh's offense is. Not only that, but I think Carson Wentz, with that addition of Addison, they've traveled a lot overseas. So I think they'll be totally fine. I got Minnesota in this. I just don't think. I think Father's Time catching up with Pittsburgh, man. The people they added, they didn't get no younger.
Right. That I like to look at statistics and talk about statistics. I am not done with my research at all. So it's tough for me to make a concrete decision on any of these games that we're talking about. These are just my first initial instincts.
Right.
And, man, I like Aaron Rodgers. I don't know if Pittsburgh wins or not, but I at least want Pittsburgh to beat Minnesota. Man, do they have what it takes to do it? Probably not, man.
I know, man.
I guess I'll have to lean with Minnesota with you guys as well. But I kind of want to see Pittsburgh have a successful season.
What's tripping me out is Steelers defense, man. They got Jalen Ramsey, right? Patrick Queen, TJ Watt, all these guys at every level, and they're still letting bummy kind of teams put up points on them. So maybe Father Time is definitely catching up for sure, man.
Yeah.
And you know what? Something else is the Steelers kind of feel how long have they been going 8-8 for? 9-8. They're kind of happy to break even. But I feel like the Vikings are dude, the time is now. We got Jefferson, and I didn't know Addison was coming back. That's fire. But they got better skill position players everywhere, at every position on the Vikings.
Yeah.
And now that defense showed up last week, imagine if you're them, how pumped up would you be? Let's go, let's get it. You got an experienced quarterback. Not sure if Wentz, to be honest, has been in the playoffs before, but man, Man, he ain't got nothing to lose. What is he, like 36 years old? He's a backup QB. He might let that thing fly with Justin Jefferson, man. Give me the Vikings like -6.5, bro. I don't know. I'm loving the Vikings.
Yeah, I like it too. Like I said, he doesn't have anything to lose. If anything, he has something to gain by another possibly a starting job, or somewhere just to be, for another backup. I mean, he has traveled. He didn't play horrible with Kansas City as a backup last year. When he did come in, he played
Yeah,
good. So like,
he has every
I
reason to be aggressive.
yeah, exactly. And
Hmm.
with the talent that he has at wide receiver and the defense he has, he has the backbone or something to back him to be aggressive. If he does make that said mistake, he has that defense to go in there, make a stop, get him the ball back so he can, redeem himself. I totally agree with it. And then their running game, Mason, he is not playing bad at all. That guy's been playing
Mm-mm.
some good ball, you
Hmm.
know.
Yep.
Next game on the chart here, the Chargers at New York Giants. The Chargers are favored by 6 points. Charbie, who do you see winning this game?
Bro, come on.
Chargers.
Come on. Let's
Yeah.
go. So Chargers for sure, man. They got top 5 defense. Their offense is finally clicking with QJ, Quentin Johnston. Omarion Hampton is starting. He looks, pretty decent. He hasn't put up a big game yet, but this could be it against the Giants defense. Uh Justin Herbert, that they're clicking. They have arguably the best head coach. I know they're on the road. But here's the other thing too is Jackson Dart. I don't really know this guy. Is he going to come out and ball out? I mean, is he, he's got weapons too. Malik Neighbors, Wandale Robinson, he gets a lot of catches for some yards. And
JB.
that that Cam Scatabo is pretty sick too. But I mean, with the defense, I'm taking Chargers all day. Go ahead,
Yeah,
JB.
yeah, I get it, man. And JB and I were talking about this game a little bit last night or this morning. And, it's expected that a lot of people are going to think the Chargers are going to win this game. They
Right.
are the better team.
Hmm.
But people haven't seen Jackson Dart start this season. And
Right.
I think that him starting could give a unexpected spark to
Yeah.
this Giants offense. And I'm not sleeping on the Giants in this game.
I'm not either.
Interesting.
The more that I look at it, and the more that you talk about it, and the more that we discussed it this morning, and now into this, I'm starting to really really like it, and people might think I'm crazy or think that we're crazy
Mm.
with it, but one thing is that go look at. I know it is take it for what it's worth, but go look at his preseason ball when he was balling out with Malik Neighbors and Scatterboo. Okay, um, the thing is with we've kind of seen this thing happen in New York before. Jackson Dart really doesn't have anything to lose either at this point in time, right? His
Right.
first week or two, especially this game. He's aggressive with the ball. He goes and shoots out. He'll go and make some things happen with them. I like the aggressiveness I think that he's going to bring to the table. And their defense, if they get it together, man, on that line, they could be a force to reckon with.
I can see that. I like it. Hot take for sure. I'm loving it.
Yeah, I could see, just an unexpected Giants win or a very close game that people aren't expecting in this game. And I don't really have a reason or a rhyme to it at this moment, but those are just my feelings at this time. Eagles at Buccaneers. Charbie. Sometimes I'll personally send you a text message on certain games, right? I think it was last week. I asked you what you thought about the Houston Texans game. I think they played Tampa Bay. Is that right? Let me just go look again. It was in week.
Last week was Texans and Cowboys. Wait, no. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing.
Texans and Buccaneers. It was a Monday night football game. I texted you. I was like, "Hey, man, what do you think about this game?" You basically called that game perfectly, and
Hmm.
I feel like this is right. This game is right down your wheelhouse.
Ooh,
Eagles at Buccaneers. Yep, I'm gonna put you on the spot here, buddy.
it's a tough one, man. I'm taking the Eagles though on the road, just because Mike Evans is out and Egbuka is going to be the primary guy. You got Sterling Shepard and Bucky, but I don't know about Bucky against the Eagles D. Although Kyron just kind of ran over the Eagles D a little bit last week. Um, Bucks at home. I mean, both are fighting to win their division too. That's the other thing.
JB,
Yeah,
Eagles at Tampa
Man,
Bay.
yeah, I know Tampa's usually got
it's
their
a tough one.
number, and Tampa's usually got their number, and the way that Philly's been playing, it's very sus, and it could be a trap game, right? Um,
Sus. Yeah.
you know what I mean? But
Hmm.
and they are, they're going into Tampa, and but the thing is they are without Mike Evans this week, I believe. I think
Yes.
he's leaning on being out. So that I could see being a a bigger problem to Baker and the Bucks. Um, than last year when it was Godwin, right? Godwin was out the whole year. I don't think that's as a big of a you know what I mean, as an impact as Mike Evans. I mean, Mike Evans is his go-to, his blanket, the deep threat. I mean, they're both deep threats, but
Yeah.
realistically, who are you going to give the ball to when it goes down to it? I'm going to put it in Mike Evans' hands,
Big
right?
Mike for sure. Yeah.
Right. So I know that the Eagles secondary also is very sus as well. Um, so I think that kind of like it could balance out, but I especially with that tush push, if the refs aren't going to call them off them false starts, serious. If they're not going to call them off
Yeah.
starts, they're false starts or offsides. They did one game.
Yeah.
They did one game. I can't remember who it was. I watched the replay though last night, and they called it on one team, right? But why didn't they call it on the Eagles yet again? Like so. If they start to make those calls on the Eagles lose that game.
I think
If
everybody's.
but I think the Eagles win it.
I
I
think
think they're gonna go
everybody's
4-0.
waiting for the Eagles to just to fall. You know what I mean? And I don't think NFL fans, just in general, are too happy about the tush push. Just with that being said, I don't think this is the game where the Eagles fall. I like the Eagles in this one. My initial.
Hey, hey
What's that?
Ben, what's the Eagles record right now? Are they 2-1?
3-0.
3-0, and the Bucks are 3-0 too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang.
Next game we got Titans at Houston Texans. Charbie.
Believe I just saw Christian Kirk is coming back. CJ Stroud really needs another guy besides Nico Collins. I think I saw somebody else is starting at running back too. Marks is his last name or whatever.
Oh,
Anyway, I'll have to take the Texans at home. Um, they need a win. I don't trust Cam Ward. I don't trust Cam Ward's weapons. I think the Texans have the better coach, uh, better quarterback, better wide receivers. Again, it's a skill position thing for me. I think they are 0-3. They need to get a W, or they're just like done, done. I just don't see how Titans win in this game. And Christian Kirk coming back is huge because that's a whole different weapon. And before I feel like he just had one guy, Nico. So this kind of opens up more of the offense too. So
yeah, that's
that's
good. That's a good point.
mhm, that's where I'm at with it.
JB, what are you thinking, my man?
Man, this is a trash game.
Well said, dude. It is.
It is, but here's the thing: is I kind of like these games. Like I kind of do. I mean, I guess you get to see who the better of the trash is, right?
Somebody's got their browser up in the middle of this podcast.
Yeah. So
Oh,
I think the Texans finally get it together though. Um, I think the Texans figured this one out. I know it's gonna be a divisional game. I don't really see it being too high scoring at all.
mm, yep,
You know, I
yeah.
I think it'll be a good show, though. I think, like I said, though, I think the Texans finally get it together. I know the last time that they met up, it was 23-14 Texans. So
And dude, how about that Texans pass rush, bro? That's nasty, bro. They get to the
yeah,
quarterback.
yeah, yep.
Can Cam
And
Ward fight through that? I mean, I don't know.
that's what I'm wondering too. And he's only completing like 54.6% completion right now.
Yeah.
I don't know how well he's handling um that rush at the
Right.
moment, but
Yeah, this is a trash game. I mean, I guess I'll have to, go with you guys and lean towards Houston getting this win. Not necessarily a game that I'm super excited about for this weekend, but anyways, moving forward to the next game, we have the Carolina Panthers at New England Patriots.
Hey, hell yeah, another good
Speaking of
game, Ben.
trash games, yeah. Charbie, what
Let
do
me
you
see
think here?
where they're at. I need to see their names so I can adjust to how I feel about them. All right, Panthers at Patriots. Give me the Patriots. Come on, what is this? Chuck E. Cheese? No, this is the big leagues, man. We're talking about Mike Vrabel, DJ May. Drake May's playing out of his mind right now. But the Panthers did put up 30 on the Buccaneers. So it's like, I don't know, man. Travion Henderson starting. I think Ramondre is going to be out after those pathetic fumbles. Uh, I'd love to take a hot take here and take the Panthers, but nah, man, it's Patriots, and I'm taking Patriots by. I think they'll win by probably about 10.
Fair enough. JB.
yeah, man. As much as I want to agree with Charbie and want to go with the Panthers, dude.
I
I
took
root for
Patriots.
them big. Yeah. I root for them big. I want to take them, but I gotta go Patriots with that. Like I want to take the hot take. I
Mhm.
almost think it's good. I almost think it's good. Last week, I almost in the same instance, I almost took the Cleveland Browns. I just got to go with the safe one though, and I mean they're pretty closely matched. I mean, besides yards
Yeah,
per game, I mean they're pretty. I mean, defensive sacks is way off, but other than that, they have a similar.
dude. Another thing too is
Stat.
the Bryce Young is throwing the ball like 45 times a game, and
Yeah,
they got that McMillan dude. And I don't know. Now that I'm thinking about it, I mean, I have it written down as a 50-50 game. This could go either way, but
I
I
think
just
so
wanted to
too.
say, Bryce Young's been throwing that ball, I think, on average about 40 something times a game. That shows aggression to me. So it's
I think
interesting.
those Patriots, though, home. I got to kind of give it to the Pats on that one.
Mhm.
You
Yeah,
know,
I gotta go with the Panthers in this one, guys. I mean,
Mm.
the Panthers just beat the Falcons 30-0. The Panthers said we are not done. We are here to play. And I think, that momentum will carry into this game, whereas New England just lost to Pittsburgh. And, New England also lost to the Raiders earlier this season, and they barely squeaked out a win against the Dolphins. Uh,
Ah,
the
good
Panthers,
point.
the Panthers almost had a
hmm
comeback victory against the Cardinals. Give me the Carolina Football Panthers in
I
this.
like it.
I like
I
your take a
like it.
lot. Very
Um,
convincing.
Washington versus Atlanta.
Mm,
Commanders.
Is Washington's quarterback going to be back for this game? Jay
no,
Daniels? No, it doesn't
no,
look like it.
For
no.
sure.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I'm pretty sure it's Mariota.
Yeah, I'm seeing that he's starting again.
hmm
Give me Big Marcus to lead this team over the Falcons, man. Falcons are boo boo right now. They just
Oh
fired
yeah,
their wide receiver coach,
yeah. I
you
seen
know?
that.
So I don't know. What if this coach comes in and gets them straight? I mean, this is a weird game, man. I have it written down as 50-50 game, leaning Commanders. Not sure if they'll click or not, but man, Falcons have so much power, so much firepower on offense, you know?
Yeah, see, I'm going Commanders. Just it doesn't
Yeah.
matter if they have Mariota or not. I mean, look, they put 41 up on the Raiders last week, and they had everybody there. They had everybody there, and the Raiders to me are very similar to the Falcons. They have some weapons on offense. They have some good weapon or defensive weapons, but they just can't get it right, and they can't put it together. Um, so with or without JD5 and Mariota, I believe, give me the Commanders.
Yeah.
I'm going to lean with the Falcons on this one. I think the Commanders surprised a lot of people last week. I know they were favored to win that game, but they kind of, controlled that game against the Raiders. I think they do have some momentum going into this game. And I know Atlanta just lost to the Panthers in Atlanta. Or no, that was in Carolina, right? Either way, they just lost 30-0. It was in Carolina. They just lost 30-0. And I think, the coaching staff will have this team fired up, ready to at least compete better than they did last week. Give me the Falcons here.
Falcons at home. Yeah.
Next game, we got the Browns, who just upset the Packers this past week, versus the Lions, who just dominated the Baltimore Ravens. Charbie, what are you thinking in this game?
Man, so I got to say something about the Browns defense, man.
Yeah.
They just exposed Green Bay so bad about Green Bay's lackluster offensive power, in my opinion. Their defense is for real. The problem is they don't have much of an offense. The Lions have all the offense, bro. They're at home, they're on a roll. They've been getting so close to getting to Super Bowl. Every game matters. I got to take Lions at home, although I don't think it's going to be as easy as it looked against the Ravens. Uh, Give me the Lions. I mean, I just can't. I just can't find a way where Joe Flacco on the road leads his team to beating the Lions. I just can't see it.
JB?
Yeah, I can't see it either. I'm not moved by that Browns win last week.
Not
Great,
moved.
yeah,
I
great,
love
great,
it.
great win. I mean, team win, everything like that, collective unit, defensive stand, special teams, great, awesome. Like you said, dude, that offense just doesn't move me, man. We got Tampa or Detroit all day.
Yeah, I'm not going to overthink this one. Like Charbie said, I think this Cleveland defense is for real. I think they could keep it somewhat close, possibly.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a low scoring game, but yeah, give me the Lions at home. Saints at Buffalo Bills. Now we are in a Survivor League in the Not Move podcast. We have like a little Survivor League going on. I think this is the game where I'm going to take the Bills in my Survivor. But Charbie, what do you think about this one? Saints at Bills. Is there any way the Saints win this game?
Honestly, yeah, there is a way. I just saw a discombobulated Dolphins team almost bring it to the Bills, which exposes the Bills secondary and their inability to stop bad teams from scoring on them. The Bills at home, I basically the Bills I have winning. I don't have them by, I think they're at 16 and a half. It might have moved to like 15 and a half,
Yeah.
but I think it's going to be a little bit closer than that because the Saints have put up some 20 plus point games this year. They're not complete bums. Uh, but I can see the game being closer than what it looks. I'm taking the Bills though, but can the Saints win? Yeah, I think they could, but I'm not going to bet that they will.
I hope they don't, because I don't think there's any way I'm going to be able to steer away from the Bills being my Survivor pick this week. JB, what are your thoughts on this one, man?
Beat me up.
Yeah. Dude, they're just gonna annihilate the Saints. I
Ooh,
think the
annihilate.
Saints get lucky to score 9 points. I think it's just a blowout, not even nothing to watch. I think after this game, though, you start seeing some players from the Saints start to get traded away.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Next game on the radar, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars at San Francisco 49ers. Charbie, I kind of feel like this one's down your wheelhouse. What are your initial thoughts? 49ers are favored by 3 points.
This is right in my wheelhouse. Two terrible teams. That's just what I like to focus on. I'm taking the Niners at home. I just don't trust the Jaguars, bro. Like, to me, they're just so blah, so bland. Brian Thomas hasn't really done much. He had a big, like, 60-yard catch or something last week. But before that, he's been off the radar. I don't know about their defense. I don't really focus on the Jags much, to be honest with you. However, I did see the 49ers with, like, Mac Jones just barely beat the Cardinals with, like, Ricky Pearsall and Christian McCaffrey at home versus the Jags. Give me the 49ers. I mean,
and I do just want to say that there is a possibility that Brock Purdy comes back to play, and from what I'm seeing, it looks like there's a pretty decent chance that he does come back.
I was gonna say that he's gonna be back this week, from what I heard this morning. Yeah, dude, Jacksonville.
What do you guys think about Jacksonville though? Like, aren't they just so blah? I don't know.
I mean, their defense. I mean, their total defensive interceptions. They rank first with 7, and they're ranked first in total turnover differential with +5.
Didn't know that.
I mean,
okay,
yeah. So in time of possession, they are ranked 8th with on top of yards per game, and they're smack middle in the league with points per game. So they're really not terrible. It's just Trevor Lawrence is as many touchdowns as he's thrown this year. He's thrown interceptions as well, and I don't know if he's fumbled the ball on top of that, so that is concerning. This has chances of Jacksonville winning. You know what? I'm gonna take the hot take. I'm gonna take Jacksonville Jaguars this week. I'm gonna take them beating San Fran on the road as a underdog too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna say that they break that defeated season and they give them that first L this year. Let's go Jacksonville. Can't believe I'm saying that.
Now, Jacksonville rushing yards per game, dude. They rank 5th best in the league right now. They're putting up great numbers, but then I go look at their schedule. They've played the Panthers, Bengals, and Texans. So, going up against the San Francisco 49ers with Brock Purdy potentially back, give me the Niners here.
How bad is the Texans' rush defense, though?
No, they're not bad. They're one of the best at rushing the quarterback.
What I'm saying. Like, how is also the Panthers, just because their record is saying that? I mean, everybody was looking last year at bettors. You were saying last year about how the lackluster, and everybody was like, oh, the Titans, but the Titans had the number 2 defense, but you didn't know it because of their offense was so horrible. So, like, in that same trajectory of these 3 teams that you just named off, and I just named off, and we'll just ask about the Houston Texans. I mean, Charbie's like they're actually pretty freaking good, So just because these teams' records are bad and their offense might be lackluster doesn't mean their defense that they're going up against. You know what I mean? I mean, they could actually be doing something.
Yeah, it's a good point.
I mean, they do rank 8th in yards per game. They're right in the middle of the league. They're better than the Niners in scoring points by almost double. Like, I mean, they're ranked 14th in the league, and the Niners ranked 23rd. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the Niners are barely better at gaining yardage per game with 361 versus the Jaguars at 356.
Yeah,
the Jaguars are better with time of possession. They're better on defense, turn over the ball and everything like that. So, I mean, I don't see no reason that Jacksonville should not go out and win this game.
Yeah, like I said at the beginning of the show, man, I'm not fully prepared to defend every pick that I'm making right now. You know,
Me either. This is
I
just
know. On Sunday though, I'll have a much better idea about all of these games. But just my initial thoughts, man. I'm just thinking San Francisco takes this one. That's all. Um,
Hey, can I say something real quick?
yeah.
So who have the Jaguars played again, JB?
They've played the Panthers, Bengals, and Texans.
Did they play the Bengals whenever Joe Burrow was in? No, that's when the game he went out.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Right. So I think they were holding the Bengals pretty close, and the Bengals got a last minute touchdown. You got Bryce Young, probably throws a lot of picks. I don't have stats on that, but he's not the most accurate guy, right? Is that right?
I'm gonna
Does anybody
assume
know?
so.
I'm gonna assume so. You got CJ Stroud, who they played the Texans, right? The Jaguars played the Texans. You're playing quarterbacks who are throwing a lot of picks, so you're gonna get a lot of time to get the ball and make close comebacks. I don't think the Jaguars are blowing anybody out. But
No,
so I mean, their defense could be deceptively looking good because they played a below average quarterback play so far.
true.
Uh, Brock Purdy just doesn't turn over the ball though. If he's starting, dude, man. So I think
Mm.
if you're gonna, for me, who is gonna win this game is uh, who turns the ball over less. Like it's so tight, right? So it's a
I
close
mean,
kind of game.
Pearsall has been kept out of the end zone so far. So as McCaffrey.
Yeah, they
I
have. The
mean,
Niners haven't been scoring points. I have to agree with you. It's
and
like,
and I and Jones was he's not going to be the starter this game. So
mm,
I know Brock Purdy is a pro. He has been to the Super Bowl and whatnot, but I mean, he's kind of coming in cold. I mean, he's
mhm.
not going to be the warmest guy. His completion percentage, his touchdowns, his interceptions, his yardage are all completely different. Than what Mac
Weird.
Jones is doing. So I mean, it could be better. He could come out and have a better performance. I'm not saying that he can't. It's
Yeah,
just I just I know that Jacksonville has played some not so great teams offensively, but I mean,
not.
uh,
Yeah, I can see where Jaguars win too. Trust me, this looks like a game where you don't know who
I
to pick,
mean,
and yeah,
it could be
Jaguars
a
handle their
trap. It
first
could be a
loss.
trap.
Yeah, yeah,
Now
that's a good take.
this next game that I'm mentioning, this is one of my favorite games this week. I think it's going to be really good. We're going to see what these two teams are truly about. We have the Indianapolis Colts at the Los Angeles Rams. The Rams are favored by 3.5 points. Charbie?
Well, you have strong thoughts on this. I want to hear what you got to say, if you don't mind.
Well, strong thoughts just because I think both of these teams, naturally, I just feel like both of these teams are pretty close in skill level. I mean, the Rams almost just beat Philadelphia. They squandered that game away. The Colts have been playing really good this season. I'm just looking forward to this matchup to see who's the better team as of right now.
Yeah, they kind of seem like the same.
Oh,
Um,
you just lost Charbie.
And I think
Um,
I think it's going to say a lot about this Rams team if they do win this game, because after losing a game like they just did to the defending Super Bowl champions, after they squandered that game, are they going to are they
My
going
bad, dude.
are they going to put their head down in the sand and let that defeat them that loss last week, or are they going to come back even stronger than before and win this game against the Colts? I think it's going to say a lot about this Rams team, um, whether they win or lose. So, what are your thoughts on it, Jay? Or on it, Charbie? Colts or Rams?
I feel like I'm a little bit biased because I got Matt Stafford and Kyron Williams in my fantasy league, so I want them to win. No, but but the Colts, man, dude, Danny Dimes, forget about it. He's good. He's got weapons. They have John Taylor. They're balanced. They're like super, super balanced. I really like them. The Rams, though. I mean, both are fighting to win their division too. Rams at home. Puka, Devontae, Kyron, Matt Stafford. Gotta take the Rams. But I can definitely see where Colts win. Don't get me wrong. I'm taking the Rams to win though.
JB, Rams or Colts?
I'm going Colts all day.
I love it. I love the diversity here.
Dude, Danny's dropping dimes like he's at the bank, man. He's got a good offensive line, a great running game. He's got good wide receivers. Michael Pittman Jr. You guys remember when he got paid? How he got paid? When he did what he had? He had a good offensive line, and he had Saquon Barkley, who had a great year that year, and he played out of his mind. He had good wide receiver. You give this guy weapons around him. Southgate's been calling this and Not Move podcast, man. Been calling this since before the season. He called this preseason football. So Danny Dimes is taking the starting job week 1, and he's going to play out of his mind this year. For the facts that I just laid down is what he said. I'm only speaking verbatim what he said. This is not my take. This was Southgate's take. So I'm right on the Southgate train, and I'm going down South Indianapolis, and I'm gonna take that I'm gonna take that dime to the bank, man. Give me the Colts this week.
Good take. Love it.
Yeah, man. I could definitely see that. Now you both know that I'm a big Matthew Stafford fan.
Yep.
But I'm kind of starting to think maybe his age starting to take its toll. And we do have a guy in the Not Move podcast, Southgate, who's been talking Danny Dimes up. And the Colts are just hot right now, man. And as of right now, I'm going to lean towards the Colts getting this win, but don't be surprised if I end up changing it to the Rams.
Them Rams are hot though too. I mean, you look at Stafford, 739 yards, 66.3 completion, 5 touchdowns, 2 picks. Jones though he's not far behind. He is completing at a higher rate. No interceptions, less tutties, but. I mean that Taylor, he's got, and he's running out of his mind right now. I don't think you can stop that train. Indiana Jones all day.
Fair enough. Next game, Bears at Raiders. Charbie? Bear down.
Bear down, baby. Give me them Bears, man. I think they found their groove last game. I think Caleb and Ben are clicking. Rome, Dunze is fire. But I wouldn't put it past him to mess this game up. I mean, it is kind of Caleb Williams and the Bears. But as I've said to you, Beavens, we talk, I tell you, the Raiders are just so sloppy jalopy, man. I know Trey Tucker showed up big last week with 3 touchdowns, this and that. I think that was an outlier kind of game for him. I'm going to bet on the Bears on the road. I'm going to go with they got momentum. They're kind of clicking. I'm going to bet they're still clicking against this Raiders. To give me the Bears on this one, guys.
JB?
Trying to figure out who this E. Smith is. I know Geno Smith, but not an E. Smith at quarterback for the Raiders.
Geno Smith. Ooh.
Yeah, I think they got a typo in here. NFL.com.
Oh.
So yeah. Oh man, give me the Bears. I liked what I seen last week with Caleb Williams, Ben Johnson. I think his you look how they all got together in the locker room afterwards. That's contagious. I think they're gonna keep it rolling. I know the Raiders, not much competition. They are an NFL team though. Genty, man, getting held behind the line. He's being hit 144 of his yards. He's getting hit behind the line out of 145 of them. It's crazy. That's insane. I just think that there's too much talent for Chicago, for the Raiders to do anything about it.
It's a good point, dude. That offensive line for the Raiders, Genty not getting loose, it kind of makes them one-dimensional, don't you think?
Yep.
So,
Yep.
no,
Absolutely. They're very you, you know what they're doing. You know what I mean? No
slinging that rock.
surprise. Yeah. So all you got to do
Yeah.
is just pin your ears back and rush.
I'm with you guys. Bear down. Bears. Okay, man. This might be the game of the week. I mean, in my eyes, it is Ravens at Chiefs. And I'm
I
really
knew you were going to
interested
say that.
to hear what you guys
There we
think about
go.
this game because both of you are Kansas City Chiefs fans. So, Charbie,
Mm.
Oh God, dude. Chiefs need to win this game. Ravens need to win this game after kind of getting embarrassed a little bit. I think Xavier Worthy's coming back. I think Chiefs might
Yep.
have found a little bit uh of their long ball down the field aggressive playing, which I love to see. Mahomes is still running for his life though, and that offensive line is horrible. Pacheco's not getting loose. No running backs are getting loose. Yeah, going back to the Bears and Raiders, like, yeah, Chiefs are kind of one-dimensional, man. They can't run the ball. The defense is fire. Um, the Ravens, though, God, Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson just running the ball. I think the Chiefs are good at stopping them, though, but this is so tough for me, man. This is pick of the week. I'm trying not to be biased, but give me the Chiefs at home to like need to win this game.
JB.
So there is a lot that I agree with you and some that I don't.
Good.
So like, I am going with the Chiefs as well. I'm just put that out there and say that full forth. One of the reasons being, like you said, they need this win more than the than the Ravens do. If you look at the NFC North or the AFC North, they can afford to lose a game. There's a little bit more cushion. I mean, Cincinnati's not going to do anything. Cleveland's probably not going to do anything. Pittsburgh, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You guys are probably getting in. Whereas the Chiefs, if they lose this game, not only is this potential playoff applications for later in the season and everything like that, seeding and everything like that, but this puts us way behind the Chargers, who are in full steam and shooting bolts through the league right now. Like
Yeah.
it's insane. Like the way that Herbert is tossing the rock, you think he's Zeus. You know, Harbaugh's got that team running on full steam. Now, the thing that I have to wonder and always think about with the Chargers is, or with any team, I rather start the way that we have started off, Charbie, than start off the way that the Chargers did and lose steam and go cold when it gets cold. I want to get hot when it's cold outside. When it's -10, I want to be out there cracking helmets. I want to be out there being able to sling that ball. I want to be out there and get behind them tackles and run that ball. Pacheco, man, needs to go. Dude's lost his neck. I get it. Your leg injury with the style of running that he does is very questionable, and that's kind of why they're like, eh. But his vision, man. The guy I watched and in this right here, and not this play, but this game, Pacheco went to go roll out and ran right into his offensive line and fell down. Mahomes turns around to go dump the ball off to him, and he's on the floor. Bro, you can't even see your own offensive line when you don't even have the ball in your hands.
Bad awareness.
Your vision on the field is horrible, and the offensive line, for what it was, better at rushing and running behind. What's his face? Tooney. He was a
Hmm.
lot better at running run blocking. So it was a lot easier. But dude, you got Pacheco and Kareem Hunt. Who do Kareem Hunt? Man, he left his legs in Cleveland. They didn't arrive with him. The baggage forgot to pack him. Whatever it was, dudes just ran out, man. Like he can't even cross. He can barely cross a plane. We've had troubles with him. The
He's more
offensive
of a
line
catching
now.
back though.
Yeah, but he ain't got no legs, man. He
No.
had wide open field last week to get around the corner. He couldn't get around the corner. He could have beat the guy
I see what you're
in his
saying.
younger years, but he couldn't he couldn't get the corner. He couldn't get the edge. You
Okay.
know, so like, whereas years ago, Kareem Hunt, even just 2-3 years ago, Kareem Hunt would have got the edge.
For sure.
The thing where I think the Chiefs are going to have the success, though, like you pointed out, Tyquan Thornton. I've been calling out Tyquan Thornton since
Hmm.
training camp. I went to training camp. I stay out here, stay 15 minutes away from the field. So I was out there. I got tickets, man, and I seen their connection from day one, dude. I knew that this guy had a chance. I knew that he was going to make the team. I was pulling for him. And he not once but twice back to back caught the same ball. I mean,
Right.
we're about to see it here in just a few. You know what I mean? The guy, like you said, has reestablished the deep threat in Kansas City without us having to have Xavier Worthy around.
Is he
We
coming
don't
back
have to
in?
worry. Xavier Worthy will be back next week or this week.
Okay.
Now, they rank, what is it? 31st, 32nd in their secondary in points per game or points allowed or whatever. Like,
Who, the Chiefs?
no, the Ravens.
Oh
They're like
yeah.
31st, 32nd in overall defense or whatever. I'm
Yeah.
fine with them. I'm fine with the Ravens having that first ranked defense and us having that 21st ranked defense. And I think we can hold Derrick Henry. I think we can do what we normally do to Lamar Jackson. I think Lamar Jackson and the coaching will end up screwing it up.
As
And
usual.
and I watched this morning them talk about Derrick Henry and his fumbling problems. And
Yep.
the reason being is because they get him to go all the time around that left side of the field to where he can't hold that ball in that right arm. So he likes to hold that ball in that left arm where he can stiff on them guys coming up on the left side of the line, right?
Yeah.
But it exposes that ball, so everybody knows. Nobody wants to face Derrick Henry. Nobody wants to get stiff armed. Nobody wants to get
Hell
trucked by him.
no.
So what are they doing? They know that's his weak arm, and it's exposed because his body's like this. They're all going, bro. Kansas City's going to be going for that ball, and Kansas City's going to get a fumble recovery. Mark my words.
So what do you think the score is going to be on this?
Man, I don't think it's going to be very. I mean,
Like, okay, are the Chiefs going to like clearly win or?
I think it's going to be like a 21-17 Kansas City.
That sounds legit.
And, the one thing that is crazy to think though, man, is that even if my take on that is totally wrong, one of these teams is coming out of this game 1-3. Underneath. Now imagine if the Ravens lose this game. Not only are they 1-3, but they had just lost to the Chiefs and they lost to the Bills.
So it seems like kind of a must-win for the Ravens. On the flip side, like this seems like a game
wait a minute.
they got to win for
lose to Detroit?
confidence.
Didn't they lose to Detroit too?
Yeah, they lost to Detroit.
Wow, wait a minute. Whoa, you got 3 playoff teams right there. Early off in the first 4 games of the season that you guys lose to.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
So JB and I were talking about this game this morning, and something that we did see is that after this game, the Ravens' schedule is pretty winnable. They play after this game. They play the Texans, Rams, Bears, Dolphins, Vikings, Browns, Jets, Bengals. Right, and the Chiefs play the Lions. The Chiefs play the Lions in a couple of weeks. They got the Bills in early November. So I think, especially with this being a home game, this game does mean more to the Chiefs. And I do expect the Chiefs to come out with this win. I mean, my take on all these games can change once I do my usual research, guys. But I'm feeling pretty good about the Chiefs right now, and I don't think I'm going to change that pick.
Word.
The next game we have is the Green Bay Packers and Dallas Cowboys. I'm sure you guys are going to be thinking the Packers get this one. Am I wrong? Do you guys think that Dallas possibly wins this game?
Yes, I do.
No CD Lamb.
No CD Lamb. But kind of like what I said earlier, the Packers kind of got exposed by Cleveland. Like their offensive firepower is not great. There's a lot of spreading of the ball between like Romeo Dobbs and I think Jaden Reed's out. You got Dontavian Wicks, Tucker Kraft, who kind of tweaked his knee. Josh Jacobs, yeah, he's all right, but and he's probably gonna do well against this Cowboys defense. But basically, I love the Cowboys offense more than I like the Packers, to be honest. They're kind of flip flop. The Cowboys defense, not great. Packers, one of the greatest. Yeah, I think there's a case that the Cowboys do win here. I really like their offense. I like Javante Williams. I like GP, Jake Ferguson, Turpin. Like Dak's got weapons, and yeah, I think the Cowboys can win here pretty easily, in my opinion. But actually, you know what? Give me the Cowboys. Give me the Cowboys to win the game, dude.
All right.
Straight up.
JB?
Let me write that down.
You got it right here. It'll be right here. It'll be right here. We're clipping it. Hey, I clipped that. I don't know if that works. If that does, let's do it. Here's the thing. Dallas is too beat up, man. Green Bay's too good on defense. I know Green Bay did get exposed a little bit by Cleveland. But I don't think that they I doubt that they don't go and fix that, right? Not saying that they can fix that in 1 week, but I don't think that Green Bay is bad enough for Dallas to be, and Dallas is that good to beat Green Bay. Like, I just don't think that's happening. I think Dallas is way too beat up on defense and offense to pose any threat to these guys. And like you said, they pass the ball around. I mean, that's what that's their bread and butter. I mean, Golden's just getting really acclimated into the offense. Christian, what's his face? I think he's just coming back. Watson. I think he's just coming back and whatnot. They got a wide receiver core. They got a running back. I see them rebounding. They're not gonna fall 2 weeks in a row like that. I just don't see it.
I've been a Cowboys fan for about 30 years now, and
here it goes.
Here he goes. It really feels like every time that I think the Cowboys are going to win, they lose, and every time I feel like they're going to lose, they win. This game, I feel like we are absolutely going to lose. So give me the Cowboys. Give me the Cowboys, and I don't think anybody's expecting it. I think everybody, or a large majority of people, are going to be on Green Bay this game for good reasons. But I definitely like the Cowboys to at least keep this game close. It's a primetime game. Give me the Cowboys to win this game only because I think they lose. All right, and then let's see here. We have the Jets at Dolphins. We have a Monday night doubleheader this week, guys. First game is the Jets at Dolphins. Charbie.
God. Is Tyrod Taylor still playing? Or is Joe Fields coming back?
Fields is questionable. It looks like he might give it a go. Is that kind of your deciding factor here? Is if Justin Fields plays?
Yeah.
You like the Jets? Same here, man.
Yeah. If Fields comes back, give me Jets. If he doesn't, give me Dolphins. It's pretty much that simple for me. I think the Dolphins showed a spark of life. I really like their running attack with what's his name, Ollie Gordon, and the other dude, I forget his name. And sorry, I'm getting distracted by the kid here. If Fields comes back, give me Jets. If not, give me Dolphins at home. who are kind of frustrated. Their coach is a little bit on the hot seat, needs to start making things happen like tomorrow, like yesterday. I mean, that's really the deciding factor for me. I don't have a ton on that. This is just a quick hot take, of course.
Yeah.
Those are deciding factors for me. So yeah, if Fields is in, give me Jets. If not, you know what it is.
Yep. JB?
I'm gonna go with the Jets either way, in or out.
Word.
They were that close. I mean, that close to beating the Bucks. So I think they build off of that. I think Miami's just in shambles. So
Yeah, they are.
come on, Tyreek. Shout out Tyreek Hill. Come on.
Yeah, even if Fields is out, I might be with you on that one, JB. I still might be rolling with the Jets here. And then the last game of the week, guys, Bengals at Broncos. Charbie?
Give me them Broncos at home, without doubt, without question.
JB?
Yeah, dude. As much as I want to say, I just can't. I can't believe I'm looking at this 2-1 Bengals. Like, as much as I want to say in Browning I trust, I don't trust him against this defense. Denver's
Exactly.
just hard, bro. I mean, especially but the one thing though is if what's his face is not in it, man, PS2. I mean, that might change it a little bit, but not too much.
Give me the Broncos. The Bengals defense, from my understanding, is not good. And, the Broncos offense isn't electric, but I think this is exactly the type of team that the 1-2 Broncos need to play. A bad defensive team, a team with a backup quarterback at home. I think this lines up really well for Denver. Give me the Broncos here.
Love it.
Hey, what's up, Carlos?
What's up, Carlos?
Hey, Carlos, man. He's been a big supporter of mine since day one. Really appreciate you joining, man. We're just kind of giving our first takes on the games this week. I haven't done any research yet. I'm going to be working on some research throughout the day today and tomorrow. So, on Sunday, I'll have a much better idea of what's going on. And yeah, man. So
make sure you guys subscribe to that Not Move podcast on YouTube.
Yeah, absolutely. If you guys could subscribe to the YouTube, that would be awesome.
Spotify, yeah.
And I do just want to say, Carlos, I've been hot on the primetime games this year, man. I was telling Charbie before the show today that I've been like struggling a little bit during the the main slates on Sundays, the afternoon games and the later games, but these prime times, man, I think I've only got one or two wrong this season. So not saying that that's going to happen this week, or maybe it does, maybe it doesn't, but man, I'm feeling good about these primetime games as of late. So, but I hope all is well with you, man. And yeah. So who's your upset of the week, guys? If you had to pick a upset this week, I think we probably already said it, but
yeah, Ben, or bettors, I think yours is both of ours is both the Cowboys over Packers, I think, from my memory. At least that's mine. That's like the one where I feel riskiest about is Cowboys beating the Packers.
Cowboys over Packers. JB, upset of the week.
Jacksonville over San Fran. My upset of the week. Break that 3-0.
I'll go ahead and say the Giants. The Giants over whoever they play. The Chargers. Giants over Chargers.
Oh yeah, you did pick that one.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now I might change my mind on that. Tune in tomorrow, guys. We'll probably do a show once again Sunday morning. Is that what you're thinking, JB?
Yeah. Sunday morning.
I think tomorrow we may do a preview, a breakdown of that overseas game that starts early on Sunday.
Yeah. I've had a look, see exactly what today is. Today's Friday. Yeah, we could do that tomorrow. Break down that overseas game for the early morning, and then Sunday morning we can do our show time. We're actually gonna move it up though. Yeah.
Yes,
Yep.
Carlos.
As
Sunday
always.
morning. What time were you thinking, JB? 9 a.m. Eastern time, or did you want to start even earlier?
No, let's start. Let's try to start a little earlier. I don't think we need too much more time, like maybe a half hour longer, because I think we have pretty much everything. I don't know. I mean, that's up to you. I mean, if you want to go and move it back a full hour, we can. We can go to 7, 8 Eastern, or 8:30 Eastern. I'm up. I got kids, so I'm up early in the morning for real.
Let's do like let's do 8 a.m. Eastern time if that's cool with you.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so we'll go live right about 8 a.m. Eastern time, Carlos.
Yeah, hit that subscribe button and that bell. So when we go live, anytime we do, you know exactly when it is. They'll get that notification, man.
What is I'm curious what Carlos is, what is he looking for? Is he looking for like lines to get covered or over unders or player props? Do you know him that well, Ben?
Yeah, I do, and we
Oh,
can
okay.
we can maybe talk about that, off
Okay.
the air or something like that. But yeah, man. Anyways, do you guys have
Cool.
any last words? What's your give me game this week as of right now? Right? I mean, obviously there's still some research to do, but who do you feel really confident about? I already said Buffalo.
Yeah,
I don't know about
Buffalo.
this. I don't know about the spread as of now, right? But just winning the game, I feel really good about Buffalo. What about
Yeah.
you two?
Yeah, Buffalo as well. Buffalo and Denver.
That's who I'm
I
thinking
think those.
exactly too.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think those are pretty gimmies.
A lot of 50-50 games in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, I think those are the rest of them. I think Green Bay might be a pretty gimme. I don't know. That could be a 50-50. That's a 50-50. Chicago might be a gimme as well. As funny as it is to say.
I'll probably
No.
be going with Dallas to cover on Sunday night, but once again, I'll have a much better idea.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
on Sunday morning.
Right on. Well, hey, thanks for having me on, guys. You guys do a good job for real. I appreciate y'all.
Well,
Appreciate
yeah,
it.
man. Thanks for
Appreciate it.
joining. Thanks for joining.
Always,
Yeah,
man. All right.
not a problem. No, he says week 3 favorite parlay. We're not good for the public. Casinos ate this past week.
I'm thinking it may be more of a public week, Carlos. And that was kind of one of the reasons why I went with who won last night. It was Arizona versus Seattle. That was
Seahawks.
kind of a reason why I thought Seattle would win. And I kind of see that trend continuing this week. So, but I'm gonna have to get in the lab and do some research, and yeah, we'll be back here Sunday morning at 8 a.m. Eastern time. Well, I guess tomorrow we're gonna break down that game that starts early on Sunday, but for the main show, yeah, 8 a.m. Eastern time Sunday morning.
Yeah, man.
Are you
You
moved?
guys,
Are you moved, JB?
I mean, not really. I'm not moved, man. But hey, man, ready to bet like a pro. Bet US brings us the hottest odds, fastest payouts, and nonstop action from NFL Sunday to NBA showdowns. Sign up now and get up to 125%. QR code in that corner, left hand corner of the screen. You can scan it. It takes you right there. MyBookie.ag. Big plays, bigger payouts at mybookie.ag. Every game's a chance to cash in NFL, college, props. Bet it all, win it all. Sign up, lock in, let the games pay you. Appreciate it, guys. This is fire. As always, bettors.
I'm not moved.
I'm not moved either, man.
This non-casual podcast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or reused without the authorized written consent of the Not Move Podcast Network. Thank you, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.